Oh, and if you haven't, subscribe. Ring the little bell. You'll love it. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Mandy's Makeup Adventures. In today's adventure, we are doing purchase or pass number 5. That means, is it hitty or shitty? You know, which one is it? Now, this is going to be an indie makeup one. I split them up because there were just way too many for one video. So this is for indie brands. There are 2 brands in here that I'm not even sure are indie, but I think they are, so I don't know. And the first one of those is Mocha Cosmetics. I'm not sure if, I think they're indie. They would have to be indie, right? I don't know. So these are the Mocha Cosmetics Cream Blushlights. I've seen some positive first impressions from these blushes. It's just that they're expensive. They're $22 each for a cream blush about this side. It's going to be so hard stringing all these videos together, but okay. So $22 for one cream blush. I say no thanks because, you know, it just shouldn't be that expensive. Okay, now, number 2. I really should have scooted over, because I'm hoping that I'm able to figure it out where I've got you looking at it while we're talking about it. Okay, so from Dominique Cosmetics, we have the Now or Never collection, inspired by women who take risks, follow their dreams, and make history. It's a 6-pan palette. It's got pinks, reds, and a kind of like fuchsia glitter. It looks beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful. And I do love the Dominique Cosmetics formula. I have her Celestial Thunder palette, and I really like that. I need to make a video using that because it's gorgeous. So I was really excited about this. I think that the palette was like $26, and then there's a couple, or no, $24 maybe, 22, I don't remember. And then there are 2 little lippies in there as well. I want my shirt to stop doing that thing. I like this shirt. It's from K. Jordan. It's so super pretty. I absolutely love it. It looks like a scarf. It's so cool. Anyway, yeah, so this is coming to trend mood. This is going to be in trend mood. Only the palette is going to be in trend mood, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get this trend mood box. So, mark my words, I'm gonna be on it when this trend mood box comes out that has that in it, because I've seen some of the other things that are in it, and I'm super, super excited. So that will be very cool. So that's what I'm keeping an eye out, waiting for that. But if you'd like to, it's available now. You should be able to purchase that. And the lippies are not going to be in the trend mood box. So if you're waiting for the trend mood box for the palette, I would go ahead and get the lippies. Okay, coming up next, we have Give Me Glow. And they're doing the Pastel Dreams palette. This is 12 shades, mix of mattes and shimmery finishes. It's going to be available in April for $54. The palette is pretty. It's very pretty, very pastel, but it's a no for me because I have plenty of pastels. And the L'Oreal Cosmetics gave me a serious actual pastel palette, which is very cool. And so I'm all good on that. But if you're interested, it should be available in April, so keep your eyes peeled. Okay. Next up, we have Trixie Matel. I like Trixie Matel. So cute. So this is the Back to the Fuchsia collection, which I really like. I love the play on words. That very cute. I see what you're doing. So this is a blush palette. It's got 3 shades for $28. And then we've got sparkles and lippies and brushes and, you know, dogs and cats and pets. No. So the blush palette is cute. I like her aesthetic. I like her designs. I even like the shades in there, like that purpley kind of shade. Super cute. But I'm not going to be getting that one either. But you're welcome to. This is what I'm super excited about. So, look at these blushes. Just look. Just take a minute, breathe first, and look. I'll wait. Okay, now pick your jaws up off the floor. Put them right back up in there. These are the new ombre blushes from Moira Cosmetics. Lightweight, silky formula that easily blends, delivering a high pigment payoff. These are the most beautiful blushes ever made. Like, they're so gorgeous. And I have them. I have 3 of them. And now you get to see them up close. And they are gorgeous. I have swatched these. I might put in pictures of my swatches. But just you look at how gorgeous these are. Beautiful butterfly. Reminds me of Johnny Five. Beautiful butterfly. Beautiful Stephanie. See how pretty that is? This one is Orange Blossom. And then we have the red one. This is Ruby Flush. And if you can tell, it's already kind of ruined because I went to get a swatch and I pressed too hard. So be very gentle with these. If you use a brush, you can use the blush with a brush and you won't have that problem. But I would not suggest using your fingers because that's what happens. But just look at how gorgeous they are, even with that one being a little bit messed up. And look at this. And this one is called Morning Sunshine. And it's just, they're so beautiful. So we'll have a detailed, everything fell behind me. It's okay though, I'm fine. And then we will have a detailed review of Moira Cosmetics eyeshadows because I was on there buying these blushes, which by the way, only retail for $9. $9 for the gorgeous imprinted beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ombre blushes for $9 a piece. I'm like, hell yeah, you are my people. This palette, I think, was $20. And look, they sent it in its own little pouch case so that you can keep it nice. It has stickers too. I was like, oh, that's so cute. I'm not going to use the stickers probably, but maybe I should. Maybe I should decorate the front of it. You'll know by the time that I go to review it, which will be pretty soon because it's gonna kick off April for us. But look at how pretty the colors are. There's really, there's only one shimmer in the whole palette, and it's a shimmer green. I do not understand only having one shimmer, but I don't really care because it's so gorgeous, so beautiful, and I feel like I'll be able to do things like put multi-chrome flakes in with things when they're all matte like that, but really, really pigmented and bright color mattes. So this is Garden of My Mind. And they have all kinds of palettes. They had 3 new palettes to go with their new ombre blushes, and just absolutely gorgeous stuff. They sent me a free citrus hand sanitizer as well. So for your purse or your gym bag or work bag or whatever. Anyway, so that's Moira Cosmetics. Definitely check them out. Those blushes are so good for so cheap. Next up is the Uoma collaboration with Coming to America 2. Oh my gosh. These are flipping gorgeous. These are so gorgeous. You've got 2 9-pan palettes, and I think that those are $29. And then one 10-pan palette for $44. And then you've got lipsticks, you've got liners, you've got a face palette. All of the artwork on these is gorgeous. I love Uoma's aesthetic. It's very, very right up my alley. And the palette, I would have gotten one of the 9-pan palettes had I not been, you know, I have to rein it in. I always have to rein it in. You have to make choices. So Uoma was the first palette that I reviewed on this channel. And so I was like, oh, I want to get this so bad, but you know, got other things going on. I wish that I could try this, but that's okay. I know that the first one that I used was just bomb, so I'm sure that this one is too. Very cool. Okay, so up next we've got Hank and Henry X Bianca Loves Makeup, and this is the tie-dye collection. The palette is all matte, 20 matte shades for $45. And then the mirror for $25. You can get the bundle for $60. It's going to be available March 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern. So it's probably the day you're watching this or the next day that it went live. I mean, it looks all right. It looks fine. I have plenty of rainbow palettes though, and I'm definitely not looking to expand that with a $45 purchase. So, and I say that like I'm so much better because I spend $30 or less on stuff. It's really strange. 45 isn't that different from 30. Thanks. From 30, so whatever. Anyway, I'm a weird person. What do you want? So this next one I was confused by. So I think that this is by a brand called Kitty Kit Kat. And it's a new Sea Prince eyeshadow palette. Has 15 beautiful shades containing mattes and shimmers. Retail $27.99. It's available now for pre-order. The colors to me look pretty lackluster. Like, okay. So if you're interested in that, it's available for pre-order now. The next one, I think it's called Millennial Beaute. And they have two new palettes, a Sativa palette and an Indica palette. These are hemp-infused palettes, and they're volume 2 eyeshadow palettes. The palettes are 12 colors, mix of matte, shimmer, and pressed foils. No price or date, but they're both gorgeous, and I'd be super interested to see what they're going to price those at. Up next, from Homegirls Beauty Shop, we have the Code eyeshadow palette. 20 colors with a mix of matte and shimmer. I think, oh, matte and, oh, it's 11 matte and 9 pigments that are like foil shimmers. Okay, so it's basically kind of like a new formula-ish. Interesting. $32. It will be available for pre-order on the 9th of April at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's the Code eyeshadow palette from Homegirls Beauty. It's pretty, but I have all those colors, I feel like. And it's, yeah, it doesn't really draw me in. So up next is Beauty Spot Cosmetics. And this is, let's see, a palette that says no glue is needed and there's no fallout. It's got 18 shadows, 6 mattes, 10 shimmers, 2 pressed glitters. No glue is needed, no fallout. $37.33 USD. Huh. Well, that's interesting. It's interesting. They make a huge big claim by saying no fallout. We'll have to see the reviews on that and see what happens. Okay, so up next is Mocha P Beauty. And we have 3 new manga inspired palettes. Oh no, this is the 3rd new manga inspired palette. It's got 15 colors. It's coming March 29th. Palette is gorgeous, but I don't have a price. Up next, we have Lucky Lashes. The Glam Now, Smoke Later. So these are all for like $4.20, you know. Everybody's got to get in their palettes for $4.20. So this one is 9 shades, 4 mattes, and 5 shimmers. There's no price yet, no release dates, but I really love this palette. I think it looks so pretty. I love green shades. It looks like it's got a royal blue in it. Very pretty, very, very nice. Next we have Out Cosmetics, who have the Pastel Magic eyeshadow palette. It is £18, and I don't like it. It says pastel, but it's not really a pastel kind of palette. It has too much pigment. Doesn't have enough white in the palette to make it a pastel palette. So it's not for me. But if it's for you, I don't know when it's available, but you'll have to check at Out Cosmetics. All right, up next. This is from Notorious Artistry, and it's 15 colors of UV Meta Liner. Meta Liner. I don't know what that means. I don't know. It doesn't call these cake liners, so I'm interested to see what the difference is in that versus my Suva Beauty primaries. It's 15 colors and they're all UV reactive. It's $28.99 and I really, really love it. I love it. So I don't know, you may see that on my channel. I feel like those are the types of things that I want to use going forward to show you guys some artistry skills. Plus I want to use it for like Instagram and TikTok and all that. So miles to go, peeps. So that one you very well may see on my channel. If I ever did a palette collaboration, I would want it to be with an indie brand with duochromes and multichromes in it. And I would be like, heck yeah, let's make this affordable, yo. Speaking of Alien Cosmetics, here they are with their spring color eyeshadow. This palette has 12 shades, 2 multichromes, 1 duochrome, mattes, and shimmers. Okay, so here we are, Alien Cosmetics, again, putting their multichromes and their duochromes in palettes. That's what we're talking about, people. So I have actually heard a lot of creators talk about in their purchase or pass this particular palette, and a lot of them say they are going to get this one and try it out. I don't like the fact that the pan size, that everything's like, you know, huge pans, small pans, huge pans, small. It's a lot, okay? It's a lot. And I don't like it. It's offset. And so, I don't know, visually, it would drive me nuts. It looks like the big circles are the duo and multi-chromes, but still, it's definitely not my aesthetic. We'll say it that way. Up next is Game Beauty. Now, this is their second palette release, and this is the Fantasy palette. I don't play any video games. I guess on my phone I'll play Subway Surfer, but and like I do this little drop down game that's like 2048, but that's just because I'm a nerd. I'm one of those interesting nerds that wears glitter, you know. Anyway, this is a gorgeous palette. These blues are, whew, so pretty. But $45, and that was their price on the first one, and the first one was gorgeous. This one is gorgeous. I feel like it's too much to pay for. I like stuff that I that I feel like I could buy long term. Like I feel like I could get the next release from Moira Cosmetics, and I'd feel pretty good about that. But if I had gotten the first Game Beauty palette, I don't know that I'd be able to $45 every time they had a palette come out. I don't know. It is very, very pretty. So there's that. Up next, we have Lahhlipops Cosmetics. And I say it like that because it's Lahhlipops. I'm like, lollipops. So this is a new kind of palette. 7 mattes, 2 pressed glitters. This palette is pretty. I like it. I feel like I could make pretty looks with it. I have no price and it'll be available in April, so we'll have to watch and wait and see what happens with that. And up next, we have from Lashes by Lena, we have 2 new palettes. Oh my gosh, okay. Whew. These 2 palettes, okay, so they each have 16 shades, and they look gorgeous. They look so, so nice. And I guess they're like based on the culture of Nigeria, and it's just gorgeous, gorgeous shades, right? $109 each. Palettes retail for $109 each. Huh? No. I mean, that's gorgeous, but I don't care how gorgeous it is. I'm not doing that. Okay. And our last one for Purchaser Pass, number 5, is from Rebel Rouge Labs, and they're making me want their new release, and I've only seen 1 shade out of it. This is the God Monsters. That first shade's like a green shimmery green gold is what it looks like. It's a green gold. I'm interested to see what are the other shades here because they make it look like it might have some reds and some pinks, greens. You know, it looks very cool. So I have my eyes peeled for that one. Now, let's see. Out of out of 22 of the indie makeup, I bought the Moira Cosmetics blushes along with an eyeshadow palette, and I did end up getting the Notorious Artistry, the 15 color UV Meta Liner palette for $28.99. It's got 15 shades, and it's hand pressed by this girl who has an Etsy shop. I just have to check this out. I have to see what that's all about because she makes a lot of jewelry also. So it's very interesting. So we are at that time, and I'll have to say, you should really subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers so that I can get monetized. So please help me out. Hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and I'll be back. Hopefully I can start actually doing these once a week. I'm trying to nail down a day, but it's so difficult because it seems like no matter what, there's always some kind of alteration to my day or whatever. There's always some distraction. So maybe if I started doing Sunday, do this every Sunday, new makeup releases. Let's try Sunday because that gives me Friday and Saturday to film that. So I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.